Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go. Go, here we go, here we go. I'm a silly monkey. I'm a silly monkey, 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 monkey. How are you all? Justin and Rob and Renee and Danica. Corrine and Starla, Sophia and Shyla, Kingston, Eloane, and then Ashley, Cheyenne, and Brooklyn. Ba-da-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-boop. Oh, hello to you all. Oh, bonk. That I bonked the computer. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. When I bonk the computer, she's like, because sometimes it makes because we're recording here and we're recording here and we're recording here, and sometimes it makes the thing go, so it looks like a teeny little earthquake. No, nothing. Okay, there we go. Hey, guess what? Guess what, Auntie Christie? What? It's Danica's birthday. Danica's birthday. So we are going to sing happy birthday to Danica. She's my niece. She's my niece. I have 3 nieces. 4 nieces. 4 nieces? I have one left knee and a right knee, and then I have 2 other nieces. Nieces? No, I have 3 nieces. I have a few nieces. I forget. Laura J. is the oldest, and then Maylin and Danica. Do I have any other nieces? Oh, Allie and Katie. Yeah. I'm a really bad uncle. I was so glad when we found out that Danica was a girl, because I didn't know if I was going to be aunt or your uncle. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danica. Happy birthday to you. Birthday, birthday, but a little hat. Birthday, birthday, a little birthday. It's birthday. Danica is 64 years old. I think that's wrong. Kleenex hat. Blow my top. And again, we'll do it in reverse. Silliness for birthdays. And Tazz hands. Happy birthday, Danica. Who I think is not 64. Sometimes I say things, and they're not correct 100%. Because if she was my niece, she'd have to be only 52.
I don't even think that one's correct 1%.
Yeah, it might be 1%. I think she's 8. You're 8, right? I think it's 8. I will bet cleaning the bathrooms that she's 8 years old. What are you going to bet? Because you said 64. You said 64.
I did not.
If you're wrong, we get a puppy. This is awesome. So we all heard it. Miss Christie said that Danica is 64, and I said she was 8. Which is and then she said we could get a puppy if she's incorrect.
I think you missed your calling as a lawyer.
Do you say liar or lawyer?
Same thing.
Nah.
It's the same thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, silliness is over. I can't even say that with a straight face. Let's read some books, shall we? How about this? Let's read. This looks like it's a cool book. Okay, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day.
I think they made a movie about that.
I think they might have made a movie about that, but it'll be faster for me to read this than watch the movie, I think.
Yeah, much faster.
Yes. Here we go for Danica's birthday. It's by Judith Viorst, and it's illustrated by Ray Cruz. Here we go. I'm getting a puppy because you are wrong at 64. It's by Aladdin Books, by Macmillan Publishing Company. Thank you very much. And this is from 1972. I would have been 5. I went to sleep with gum on my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on a skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
It does sound like it's off to a rocky
It's bad,
start.
off to a rough start. Well, you're not supposed to go to bed with, hair. Oh, gum. Gum that goes in your hair. That doesn't work.
Usually if you brush your teeth before you go
Yeah,
to bed,
yeah.
you've taken care of getting rid of anything that could stick in your
That's
hair.
right. If you brush your teeth, the gum's not going to be in there unless you have gum after you brush your teeth.
It might be stuck to your toothbrush.
Oh, that's fine. Then you just brush your teeth with gum.
At least it's not in your hair.
And that's not in their hair. No, the hair of the toothbrushes, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Can I continue?
I guess.
Okay. We're going to get a puppy.
No. 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 No.
At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box. Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia.
I'm not sure how moving to Australia is going to fix that.
I don't know. Did you know if you get a puppy, you automatically get a trip to Australia?
I don't think so.
That's true, yeah. I read it in a book. It's science. Mm-hmm. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have the seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be carsick, and no one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Miss Dickens liked Paul's picture of a sailboat better than my picture of an invisible castle.
Takes a lot of imagination to make an invisible castle.
Or incredibly lazy. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell that it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said that I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyle was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope that next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone at the ice cream, it falls off and the cone part falls in Australia.
Got a certain fascination with
Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had those little coconut sprinkles all on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in a dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to see the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot while we were waiting for my mom to get the car. Anthony made me fall where I was muddy, and I started crying because of the mud. Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and for fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And I told everybody, and no one even answered.
So this book was written in 1972.
Yeah.
even at that point, dealing with your people with your fists was not a good idea.
Yeah, you're not supposed to ever. You got to use your words, and you can't use you can't use your fists. So when we went down to the shoe store to buy some sneakers, Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue one with red stripes, and the shoe man said, "Oh, we're all sold out." They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. Seems like nothing's going this little fella's way today, hey? Alexander, it's not his day.
Sometimes you just have a day like that.
Yeah, some days we have a day like that. Like when I can't get a puppy, which is every day of my life. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was as careful except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. And my dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Then there was lima beans for dinner. I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. A marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burnt out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. It's been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are just like that. Even in Australia.
Correct.
There you go. So some days things are just going to keep piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up, and one thing after another after. We had a couple of days like that, a day like that a couple of days ago. Even yesterday was kind of piled up on us, hey?
Yeah.
And it just feels like, sometimes, they say, oh, we got two shoulders and I can hold stuff up, but sometimes one and then another and then another. It just feels like you're getting pushed into the ground some days. So on those days, I just try to remember that tomorrow will be better, and I try to move forward, or I share my feelings with Miss Christie, or Miss Christie shares her feelings with me. And then I just, everything's good, and then I ask for a puppy, and then she goes, ugh, like that, because it's one more wait.
And if you need to have a good cry,
yeah, have a good cry. That's right. Did you know that if you have a puppy, you don't have any troubles? It's true. What happens is you get a puppy, and then you get a piece of paper signed by the Prime Minister in charge of puppies, and it just says that you are now trouble-free, and then because you have to concentrate on the puppy. Yeah.
It doesn't sound right.
And the puppies pay the mortgage, and you don't have. That's the way it is. Yeah.
I don't think that.
I read that on a piece of paper that I wrote, and so I know it's true. It's
no.
Tazzopedia. It's true.
No.
It is.
No.
Google it.
No.
Here, let me put it in there first. That's not true. I'm just trying to get a puppy, so I'm fibbing, but she'll never hear us. She's right there. But sometimes if I talk quiet enough, she doesn't hear anything.
I can hear everything.
Oh, it's me that can't hear. Never mind then. Did I just say something?
Yes.
I did. Okay. Never mind. This book's too long. What should we read? The most wonderful egg in the world. This one looks like it's short enough to read for right now. The most wonderful egg in the world. It's by Heine. Helme Heine.
That person.
Yep. HH we call him for short. Did you know if you have puppies you don't need the letter H? Science.
I How do you
Once
say
upon,
you have
I
a
was
hot
reading
dog?
a book.
How
Pardon
do
me?
you say you have a hot dog if you don't have the letter H?
You just have a dog. Chien chaud. You say like that.
Chien.
Chien.
So both require an H.
No, not if you just say them. See, you don't need to. Maybe it was the letter 7 you don't need. Once upon a time, a long time ago, 3 hens were quarreling about which one was the most beautiful. No, this happens a lot here. Oops. Dotty had the most beautiful feathers. Stocky had the most beautiful legs. This is by Trumpet Book Club, just to let you know. And Plumy had the most beautiful crest. I don't know why toothpaste matters. Since they could not settle their quarrel amongst themselves, they decided to take a walk and ask the king for his advice. It's an arrow. If you have a sign with an arrow on it, wherever you're going is correct. What you can do is more important than what you look like, said the king. Whichever of you lays the most wonderful egg, I will make a princess. He went out into the palace park, followed by all the hens in his kingdom. Dotty preened her beautiful feathers before settling herself into the wet grass. It was not long before she cackled, stood up, and stepped aside. I just realized that these are 2 separate pictures. I thought Dotty was a massive, massive, massive hen.
Well, that's fair because it just looks like it's all part of the same landscape.
Yeah, it does,
Look where
doesn't
it
it?
meets in the middle, right
Yeah.
there.
Everybody was speechless. There lay an egg, snow white, spotless, and perfectly shaped, the eggshell shimmering like polished marble. "This is the most perfect egg I've ever seen," cried the king, and all the hens nodded. When it was Stalky's turn, everybody felt a little sorry for her. They knew she could not lay an egg more perfect. It was impossible. After 10 minutes, Stalky cackled, got up, stretched her legs proudly in the morning sun. The king clapped his hands for joy. There lay an egg of such size and weight that even an ostrich would have been jealous. "That's the biggest egg I've ever seen," cried the king, and all the hens nodded. While they were still nodding, Plumy settled herself carefully on the ground. Everybody felt extremely sorry for her. They knew there could not lay an egg more perfect or a bigger egg. It was unthinkable. Modestly, with cast down eyes, she sat there. Then, with only a small cackle, she got up to reveal an egg that would be talked about for the next 100 years. Before them lay a square egg, each side straight as if drawn with a ruler, and each surface shone a different color. "This indeed is the most fantastic egg I've ever seen," cried the king, and all the hens nodded. I can't imagine. It was impossible to say which egg was the most wonderful, so the king decided that all 3 hens, Stalky, Dotty, and Plumy, should be made princesses. For some reason, he's painting them. Oh, she's painting the crown. I thought he was painting dots, but Dotty's got dots. That's why her name is Dottie. And from that day to this, they've been the best of friends and have happily gone on laying extraordinary eggs. Extraordinary eggs. Excellent examples of egg humor. Yolk, 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 yolk.
I wonder if a square egg tastes different.
I don't know if a square egg tastes different. That'd be weird. I don't know. Bird-a-beat-a, bird-a-bo-bo-bo. There you go, right? Everybody has something to contribute in their own way. Be it a perfect egg, or a big egg, or a square egg. Sometimes I feel like a square egg, right? Because I feel a little square. And I'm excellent. Yeah, so when somebody says that you may not have something to contribute, you just contribute what you feel you can. And that's what makes you special. And that's what we talk about all the time, about being you. Right? Always be you. Always be you. Because you don't want to be me. We wouldn't fit my pants. And you wouldn't fit my hat. And you wouldn't want to be Miss Christie, because then you wouldn't let me have a puppy either. Right? So everybody wants to be them. They should be themselves. They shouldn't have to worry about wanting to be somebody else at all. So you be you, and I will be me, and Miss Christie will be Miss Christie, and you work on being the best you that you could be. Now, remember, it's okay to get mad, it's okay to get sad, or if you're having a really, terrible, horrible, what was it? Was it terrible? Right? It was a horrible, no good, very bad day. Remember that you're going to get frustrated, and that's okay to get frustrated. And it's okay to tell people you're frustrated. And it's okay to get upset. And it's okay to cry. And it's okay to go, oh, why is this all happening to me? Right? But share your feelings. But you have to be 3 letters. What are they? Halloween. Starla, Sophia, Shyla, Kingston. What is it? A-B-K. That's right. Always be kind, always be kind. I'm going to try to always be kind. And trying is the most important thing. You got to try. Because sometimes it's not going to work. Sometimes you're going to want to be kind, and then you've already been not kind. So you just have to apologize and move forward and try very hard the next time. That's all it is. Right? And don't try to be perfect, right? Because in all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. So A-B-K, always be kind. That's it. I'm going to try to go and convince Miss Christie we need a puppy, puppy, and she'll say
no
until she says
no,
and then she'll say
no,
and I'll say maybe we're gonna get a puppy. Go have a great day. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. Take the time to challenge your brain. Do something that you can be very proud of. Work out your body a little bit and have some fun. And remember, when you see somebody that is down, please go to them and try to make them happy. Try to make them smile. And that might even be by just saying, hey, I'm here for you. So you go do what you're going to do, and I'm going to go do what I'm going to do, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Unless you're watching this recorded, then it's only a couple of seconds because you're going to click on the next one. YouTube, Tazzy Reads. Please share this. Bye.